أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيد الخلق والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا، فعلمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما، وأرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه، وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه، واجعلنا من الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه، وأدخلنا برحمتك في عبادك الصالحين، آمين. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون. صدق الله العظيم. We're still talking about the beautiful name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Al-Jabbar. And we mentioned last time two meanings. Just to go through briefly. So the first meaning of Al-Jabbar, He is the highest, and no one can reach, no one can understand the real understanding about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا يُحِيطُونَ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنْ عِلْمِهِ. So we never ever cannot reach to the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We cannot have anything compared to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And indeed, our knowledge compared to Allah's knowledge is nothing. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ. And no one or nothing can be similar to Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. And He is not similar to anyone, and He is not similar to anything. So we cannot understand how He look, how He act, how He do, and how His knowledge, how He count, how He understand. We don't know all these things. What we know is very little. وَمَا أُوتِيتُم مِّنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. Indeed, what we are given from knowledge is just very few. Very few. So this is the first meaning of Al-Jabbar subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the second meaning is Al-Jabbar, the one who heals the fractures. Either it's a physical fracture, your body, if you get some fractures in your bones, He is the one who heals your fractures. Or your heart, if your heart gets fractured, He is the one who heals your fractures. And the Prophet ﷺ taught us the dua, Ya Jbara kulli kasir. O Allah, the one who heals every fracture. So not only that, the Prophet ﷺ, he taught us a very important dua. As the scholars said, when you prostrate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you do the sujood, that is the closest, as the Prophet ﷺ said, this is the closest time and the closest situation where you are close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the scholars said, after you finish your sujood, it is the good time to do the dua. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he taught us a very important dua, which is covering everything, and it is a comprehensive dua, covering all kind of things which is very important to you, and it will help you in the dunya and in the day after. So it is the dua between the two sajda. So see this dua, how much it is important. So every prayer, if we really follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, we need to say this dua. I will just mention the dua. If you forget or you want to refresh your memory, the Prophet ﷺ used to do this dua. رب اغفر لي وارحمني وارزقني واهدني واجبرني وعافني واعف عني. 7 da'wah, 7 types of dua. You do it every time between the two sajda in your prayer, and among them is the word ijburni. Ijburni means heal my pain, remove my calamity, remove my problems, heal my fractures. Wajburni. It is very important because it covers all kind of things which troubles you in your life, all kind of pain which come to your life, either from your side or from the closest one to you. So this is the dua authentic from the Prophet ﷺ between the two sajda. And the third meaning which I would like to speak about today is a very important meaning. The meaning when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He called heaven and earth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, ثم استوى إلى السماء وهي دخان فقال لها وللأرض ائتيا طوعا أو كرها قالتا أتينا طائعين. The meaning that His order is in effect, is going to happen and is happening. وَإِذَا أَرَادَ شَيْئًا أَن يَقُولَ لَهُ كُن فَيَكُونَ. So what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to happen, it happened. It happened. To understand this meaning, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Nuh alayhi salam, after Nuh was frustrated from his people, and his people, they start making fun of Nuh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send them the flood. Send them the flood. And He never let anyone from the kuffar to be escaped. Even the son of Nuh alayhi salam, وَكَانَ فِي مَعْزِلٍ. So the son of Nuh, he climbed to the high mountain, and his father called him, يَا بُنَيَّ ارْكَبْ مَعْنَا, come with us. قال سآوي إلى جبل يعصمني من الماء. I will go climb to the high mountain, it will save me. قال لا عاصم اليوم من أمر الله إلا من رحم ربي. No one will escape except those whom Allah wants. No one. وحال بينهما الموج فكان من المغرقين. So the waves took him away. No one escaped except those whom Allah wants. When we challenge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will be losers, for sure. When they did the Challenger, everyone knows this incident. The Challenger, it's a rocket going to the space. They name it the Challenger. And they claim that it will go and reach the moon very fast. But look to what Allah did. It's a challenger. Challenger for what? Whom you are challenging? It didn't go up from earth. Nothing. It didn't go. No one can challenge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Pharaoh said, I am your Lord, أنا ربكم الأعلى, and he saw a dream. He saw a dream that a child from Bani Israel will take his kingdom away from him. So for Pharaoh, it's easy action. So he ordered every child will be killed. Every male child will be killed. And whoever do not report, he will be killed too. But look to what Al-Jabbar did, subhanahu wa ta'ala. He made the child to escape. And not only that, to raise and live in the palace of Pharaoh. This is the action of Al-Jabbar. When Ibrahim alayhi salam was thrown in the fire, which the people spend in some narrations 40 days and other narration 90 days collecting woods to be the biggest fire ever. So it was easy for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send the rain, and the rain will shut off the fire. But to show us the miracle and for us to understand the name of Al-Jabbar, he just say, Ya naru kuni bardan wa salaman ala Ibrahim. So he make the fire not burning, and he make it peace and calm. When they asked Ibrahim, he said, by Allah, it was the best days in my life when I was there in the fire. This is the name Al-Jabbar. When the brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam, they throw him in the well, they want to get rid of him, they want to kill him. They never think that Allah is there. Wallahu ghalibun ala amri. Allah is the one who's controlling. Wallahu ghalibun ala amri. And then he become the minister of Egypt. Wallahu ghalibun ala amri. When Yunus was thrown in the sea, in the ocean, it is impossible that the whale is waiting and opening his mouth for Yunus. What coincidence can happen? But it is Allah's order. Go and swallow Yunus. Put him in your stomach. Do not hurt him. Keep him alive. When Allah wants, He take him out and save him. That is the name of Al-Jabbar. His will is in effect and it's going through, while the others does not have any will to go through. If he wants something, it will happen. If he don't want, it will never happen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a very famous hadith. He said, Al-'azamatu ridai wal-kibriya'u izari faman naza'ani fihima shay' akhadhtuhu wa la ubali. Means the greatness and the power is mine. Whoever try to do like what I'm doing or try to share of my greatness, I will take him off and I don't care. Like Pharaoh and the other Pharaoh who's still living. It's a big lesson. Al-Jabbar, who's taking over everything, who's controlling everything. When Quraysh hunted the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, look Al-Jabbar how he's doing to show us his name to make us understand and believe in his power. When they hunted the Prophet ﷺ, and they decided to gather 20 young men, everyone with sword from different tribes of Mecca, and all of them, they surrounded the house of the Prophet ﷺ, waiting him to come out to kill him, all with one hit at the same time. The Prophet ﷺ, he was in his house, talking to Ali radiallahu anhu, giving him the trustees which he has. And then the Prophet ﷺ, he read, وَجَعَلْنَا مِن بَيْنِ أَيْدِيهِمْ سَدًّا وَمِنْ خَلْفِهِمْ سَدًّا فَأَغْشَيْنَاهُمْ فَهُمْ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ. And he went out and he threw the sand on their heads. None of them have seen him walking through them. You see Al-Jabbar, he make them blind. They have eyes but they cannot see. They have ears but they cannot hear him. When he opened the door and he closed the door, when he walked through and he threw the sand, put the sand on their heads, no one see him. He just went through as if nobody was there. That is Al-Jabbar. When Abu Jahl get mad and angry, how Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he escaped, and they ran after him until they found the traces to the cave of Thor, and they came up until the gate of the cave. If any one of you have seen this cave is so small, it is difficult for two guys to hide there. Until Abu Bakr was scared for the Prophet ﷺ. He wasn't scared for himself, he was scared for the safety of the Prophet, for Islam. Because if the Prophet ﷺ is gone, Islam will be gone on that time. He was scared for the Prophet ﷺ, so he said, Ya Rasulullah, by Allah, if anyone look to his feet, just look to his feet, he gonna see us. The Prophet ﷺ replied, O Abu Bakr, what do you think about two? The third of them is Allah. La tahzan, don't be sad. Allah indeed with us. They cannot see him. They couldn't see them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the hunted Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam to come back to Mecca victorious. All Mecca, they said, it is to you. They gave him the keys of Al-Kaaba, and he take over Mecca. And then he asked them, what do you think I'm going to do with you? They said, a brother and a son, good son. Then he said, you are free, go whatever you do. He take over by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the action of Al-Jabbar, how he turned the things upside down. One lady, she was pregnant, and she has her child, another child on her arms, and the third one standing in front of her. And she was talking to another lady who is non-productive. She cannot bring babies. She told her, I have three, you have none. I have three, you have none. After a few years, her children die one by one, while the other lady, she got 5 children in a row. You see, that is the action of Al-Jabbar. Never go high. Never show yourself. We all weak. We all weak. We are in need of Allah mercy subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need Him always to be with us. Don't ever show yourself above the others. A famous story, a lady and her husband were sitting together eating chicken. Then the door knocked. So she went to see who's there. She saw a poor man asking for food. Then she came back to her husband, asking him if she can take some part of the chicken. He said, no, kick him out. He's hungry. No, kick him out. So she was so sad for that. She said, sorry, I cannot give you anything. My husband stopped me. And she closed the door. Things going up and down. Troubles happen between the wife and the husband. They get divorced. And she get married to another one. Few years later, the door knocked. Again, they are eating chicken. The same scenario happens again. And she went to open the door. She found a hungry man asking for food. When she saw him, she came back to her husband crying. He asked her, why you are crying? She said, a poor man hungry outside needs some food. Okay, take some and give him. Why you are crying? She said, you don't know who is that man. He said, who's that fellow? You know him? She said, yes, he is my ex-husband. Then he told her, you don't know me either. I am the ex-hungry man. Allah takes things up and down. Things change by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is Al-Jabbar, who can take things up and down. How the Soviet Union collapsed. Nobody can imagine that union, who was really a big threat on earth, can collapse. But Allah Al-Jabbar, it collapsed from inside, broken, is gone forever. That is Al-Jabbar. You know, when the companions in the tunnel war, you know the battle of the tunnel, when the kuffar, they came and surround Al-Madinah. So the believers, they were 1400, and they were shaking, afraid. They are hungry. They don't have resources. Until the munafiqeen, the hypocrites, they said, how come the Prophet is telling us we are going to receive the money and the treasures of Kisra and Qaisar, and every one of us, he is scared to go to washroom, and all al-kuffar surrounding us. What happened? Allah sent a hurricane, a storm. It takes over everything, and all al-kuffar, more than 3,000 men, they run away. They run away. This is just a small things which you can ever think about. I know a person, wallahi, I know him by my eyes. He was very rich and has a lot of power. He has a children who's everyone having a very luxury life. And if anyone from the big family, I mean the normal persons or the poor one, they cannot dare to do anything without his order. He's acting like a king on his closest ones. What happened? Accident. The accident happened just to give him a lesson. He didn't see the traffic light is red. Cross. A truck came from the other side. He went into the truck. The truck hit the car, turned over. So he came out from the car walking. Nothing is happened. He is safe. He walked to his house. And then They took him to the hospital for general checkup. They found one drop of blood on the brain. Just one drop. Wallahi, one drop. I phoned the hospital. They say, yeah, it's easy operation. Just one drop, we'll just take it out. They make the drill, they took the drop out. You cannot imagine what happened. After that, he cannot walk, cannot speak. Speaking is gone. Sitting at home, he need people to help him standing. He need people to help him to put his clothes on. Allah is Al-Jabbar. Al-Jabbar. Do not ever think that you are better than the others. Do not ever think that Allah will let you go with this. Allah is there. So what we can reflect upon the name, this name, the beautiful name of Allah, Al-Jabbar. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, Al-Mu'minu al-Qawi khayrun wa ahabbu ila Allah min al-Mu'min al-Da'if. Indeed, the strong, the powerful believer is better and more beloved to Allah than the weaker mu'min, than the weak believer. But indeed, they are good. This is the Prophet ﷺ said. So, what we understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to be strong. Not only strong in your muscles, strong in your position, strong in your brain, strong in your wealth, strong in your family, strong to be strong, to have knowledge, to have knowledge. Now we are living in the time of fitna. What will protect you from fitna? It's your knowledge. It's your strength. If your faith is strong, you will be saved. And keep in mind, the Prophet ﷺ said, those who ever worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the time of fitna, maintaining their faith good, their reward as if they make hijrah, immigration to the Prophet ﷺ. So you like to have this reward of hijrah, you keep your faith, you keep your worshipping to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strong as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants it to be. So this is our reflection towards the beautiful name of Allah, Al-Jabbar. Be humble. Be humble. Do not show yourself. I am so and so. I did so and so. I have. You don't have. Allah give it to you. By Allah, how much He can give, the same way He can take. The same way. How much you think He gave, He can take it within a blink of eye. Within a blink of eye. We are weak. We are not so strong. Our strength only comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Our power comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anytime He can take it out, anytime He can give it back. Even your children, they are not your strength. Even your family, they are not your strength. Your strength is your faith, is your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you believe in His beautiful name, Al-Jabbar, you surrender your will to His will. You surrender your will and your wishes to His wishes and His will subhanahu wa ta'ala. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma ajma'na ala ma yurdik. واجعلنا من المتحابين فيك. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مباركا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده معصوما ولا تجعل منا ولا فينا شقيا ولا محروما. اللهم اجبر كسرنا، اللهم اجبر كسرنا وكسر المسلمين. اللهم ارحم ضعفنا، اللهم تولى أمرنا، اللهم لا تسلط علينا من لا يخافك ولا يرحمنا. اللهم إنا نسألك من كل خير سألك منه نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعبادك الصالحون، ونعوذ بك من كل شر استعاذك منه نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعبادك الصالحون. يا حي يا قيوم يا أرحم الراحمين، لا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين. اللهم أصلح لنا شأننا كله. اللهم هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. اللهم لا تدع لنا في مقامنا هذا ذنبا إلا غفرته، ولا هما إلا فرجته، ولا عيبا إلا سترته، ولا مريضا إلا شافيته، ولا حاجة لنا من حوائج الدنيا والآخرة إلا يسرتها وقضيتها. يا قاضي الحاجات، يا مجيب الدعوات، بدل سيئاتنا حسنات. اللهم بدل سيئاتنا حسنات. اللهم إنا نسألك قبل الموت توبة، وعند الموت شهادة، وبعد الموت راحة وسعادة. اللهم يا أرحم الراحمين ألطف بنا وبالمسلمين فيما جرت به المقادير، ودبر لنا فإننا لا نحسن التدبير. اللهم استر عوراتنا وآمن روعاتنا، واغفر لنا ذنوبنا، وكفر عنا سيئاتنا، وتوفنا وأنت راض عنا. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين. وصل اللهم وسلم وبارك على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون، وسلام على المرسلين، والحمد لله رب العالمين.